Welcome back in Travel and Channel guys. Russia is the largest country in the world that stretches across two continents, namely Europe and Asia. Russia is one of the most interesting and influential countries in the world. Because it has a long and complex history, rich culture and incredible geographical diversity. Russian culture is very diverse and influenced by various ethnicities and religions. Russian art, literature, music and dance are known all over the world. Russia has many magnificent cathedrals and palaces that fascinate, including the famous St. Basil's Cathedral on Red Square in Moscow, St. Petersburg Cathedral, and Catherine the Great Palace in Pushkin. Here are some famous tourist destinations in Russia. Moscow. Moscow is the capital and largest KOA in Russia. The capital of Russia is a very historic city with iconic landmarks such as the Moscow Kremlin, the magnificent St. Basil's Cathedral and the vast Gorky Park. You can also visit the Bolshoi Theater and explore Red Square. The Pushkin Art Museum is one of the world's leading art galleries. Moscow is the economic center of Russia and one of the richest cities in the world. The city has many multinational corporations, banks, and international financial centers. Moscow is a diverse city, with a unique combination of historical heritage and modernity. It is one of the world-famous destinations that offers many cultural, historical, and entertainment experiences. Kazan. Kazan is one of the largest cities in Russia and the capital of the Republic of Tatarstan. The city has a long and interesting history and has a strong mix of Russian and Tatar cultures. Kazan is the center of Tatar culture in Russia. You can explore Tatar cultural heritage here, including grand mosques, such as the Kul Sharif Mosque, as well as enjoy delicious Tatar cuisine such as manti and chak chak. Bauman is the main street in downtown Kazan and where you can find bustling shops, restaurants and cafes. Bauman is also known as Pedestrian Street, where it is a center of social activity. Golden Ring. The Golden Ring is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Russia, especially for those interested in Russian history and culture. The Golden Ring is a passage that passes through several historical cities in Russia such as Suzdal, Vladimir, Yaroslavl and Sergiev Posad. You will find ancient churches, temples and historical buildings here. In addition to its cultural and historical heritage, the Golden Ring is also famous for its natural beauty. Not only that, the Golden Ring is also famous for traditional arts and crafts. Each city in the Golden Ring has its own charms, and exploring the region provides a deep insight into Russian history. Veliki Novgorod. Veliki Novgorod is one of the oldest and most historic cities in Russia. The city is located along the Volkhov River and Lake Ilmen. The city has many historical and architectural sites, including the Novgorod Kremlin, which contains the stunning St. Sophia Cathedral with its famous frescoes. Other famous places include Yaroslav's Court, the Millennium of Russia Monument, and the historic arcade building known as the Vytislavlitsy Museum of Wooden Architecture. Novgorod has a rich cultural heritage. Its significance in history is reflected in its museums, art galleries and cultural festivals. The city also has a rich tradition of vocal music, with the Novgorod State Academic Choir being one of its famous cultural institutions. Nizhny Novgorod. Nizhny Novgorod is known as the center of Russia's defense industry, with companies producing weapons, aircraft and military vehicles. Nizhny Novgorod has many interesting tourist attractions. One of its famous attractions is the Nizhny Novgorod Kremlin, which is a complex of historical fortresses, located on a hill with beautiful views of the Volga River. Inside the Kremlin you can find the magnificent St. Alexander Nevsky Cathedral and the iconic Dmitrievskaya Tower. The city also has various museums that reveal Russian history and culture, including the Nizhny Novgorod History and Architecture Museum as well as an art museum. Nizhny Novgorod is an important transport hub in Russia. The city has a major railway station that connects it with various major cities in Russia, including Moscow and St. Petersburg. Don't forget to like, comment, share, also subscribe guys. See you and thanks you.